PHLV radio family, Merry Christmas and all the best in the coming year.
Merry Christmas from your friends at PHLV Radio.
Merry Christmas! Oh, I'm a week early. Welcome to PHLV Radio. As you can see, Gilbert could not join us today. He's in a blackout. Where his office is located, there has been a blackout. So I'm at home, kind of solo, and as I said, I'm still unpacking. But my partner in spirit, Gilbert Glorioso, shout out to you. And my close compadre, Mr. Bernito. He is not only our fearless leader, but he is the kind of patriarch of all of us. But you are now listening to PHLV Radio, and wherever you are, Gilbert, be listening to us too, and I hope I do you proud. I was just talking with Bernie about our guest, who's going to be running a little short, and with the rain, he's probably a little behind, is Marlon Multo. Marlon Multo, for those who don't know who he is, and maybe you just came to town and you have no idea who this gentleman is, he is so multifaceted. He is a tax person. He is an entertainer. He is the manager at Gold Nugget. And so we've known him. I've known him since 2003, but you've known him a lot longer, Bernie, right?
Yes, that's right. Yes, and and also he's the president of the Beacon Associations, and he's doing a good job being the president of that organizations.
Isn't he the president for the second time around?
I think I'm not sure if he's going to be the president for life. Because nobody wants to run.
Well, it's kind of funny because a few years ago. Oh, by the way, I'm Loni Andal.
Yes, of course.
A few years ago, I did a show with Marlon. We did Friends for Life, and I think for sure that this is it. He is a friend for life, and he's the Madonna. He's the male Madonna because he's always reinventing himself. He always has the ability to pull so much talent out of him. But what I think people will be really interested tonight is that he is going to be talking about the situation of taxes due to the COVID. Is that not right, Bernie? He's going to be...
Yes, right. That's right. Yeah. And he will be talking about the relief assistance that we just had during this storm that devastated their area in the Bicol region.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot to talk about, and hopefully he's going to come in early. Marlon is in the church right now doing the traditional, church services. They call it Simbang Gabi. Of course, Filipino traditions, wherein from December 16 till December 24, they always do this mass at night. We call it Simbang Gabi. And of course, he's a devout Catholic, and he practices that kind of tradition, going to church, from December 16 until the 24th. So, yes, Marlon will be our guest. He'll be talking a lot of about the organizations, his business, about tax, all that, and some other things. And Marlon is a DJ. He's a singer. and I think he's also a composer, just like my partner here, Loni. You know, they got singers. They're good singers.
You know, it's funny because the people that we've known or I've known, when people say, how long have you been in Las Vegas? And I tell them, I've been here since 1971. And the people that I really truly call my friends are people I've known for forever. You know, because it's a transient town. People will realize this is a very transit town, and you make friends and then you don't see them and they're gone. But you and me and Marlon and Kate Torres, people we've known for years. We're
Yes.
each other's lives. That's what it is.
Yes. And talking about the past, our past here in Las Vegas, before, you know, it's a kind of, it's a wonderful thing to think about, you know, how this town developed. Before, we were just a few Filipinos, of just a few organizations. Now, during the 1990s, a lot of Filipinos from all over the United States migrate in Las Vegas, and that's when they form this different organizations, the regional, regional places. They form it into an organizations and different kind. And now we have, in my list of organizations, we have now 50 organizations, organizations, and that is somewhat, a good way to reckon with, because before it's just a few Filipinos, and now there are 120,000
More than
Filipinos.
more than that. The thing is, when Bernie was still, I would say the pilgrim of getting the Filipino community out there, he had brought to everyone's attention a directory. At the time, it was the Filipino directory of just a handful of businesses. And
Yes.
the
Yes.
alliance of Bernie and Gilbert Glorioso and Johan, we are the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide. And you may have seen our booklet in all the seafood cities, in all businesses, because our goal is to promote the Filipino business, not just to the Filipinos. They will always find us, but to promote it to the community at large. So
Right.
when we first started this out 3 years ago, because we're going into our third publication, we were actually relaunching what Bernie started in the 90s.
Right.
But
Right.
you weren't doing it with me and Gilbert, so that's why it wasn't as big a success as we're doing now. You needed to get the right combination to be able to promote it and to have your voice in it. This is important. I want people to know that your endeavor as a pilgrim to do this was very daring, very daring.
Yes, that's why we are inviting all the new businesses, the old businesses in town, That's why the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide offers a reasonable price for them to get in, so that they can be exposed,
Right.
in the community, That's why, we have a mission. Actually, it's a mission of the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide to get all the businesses here and, introduce themselves to the community, which is a wide variety of people that we have right now. And we don't only cater to the Filipino Americans, but all the foreigners, the Americans, Spanish, all sorts of walk of life. That's why, I just hope that businesses will come to us, and advertise their businesses.
Because
And-
we are a one-stop shop in that we are a guide, but with that membership to us, we do interviews with you. We promote your business in every venue we do, and we do a lot of different venues. Bernie has a unique product, which is the Filipino calendar guide. Before COVID, you could just build your life on his calendar every month, because he does. Don't you do it like 3 months ahead of time of all the events, or is
Yes.
it 2 months?
Yes, three. Sometimes it depends on if there are a lot of pre-planned events. Sometimes 4 months before, and then 3, and then 2 months, and then updated. You know, we update everything so that people will be informed, the organization will be informed, especially that that's like what we said, there's so many organizations now that wants to do some activities, events. So the purpose of that is for them not to duplicate,
Right.
duplicate events unless it is necessary that they have to have that kind of event at the same date with others. Yeah.
But the truth is, when you think about it, before COVID, you could literally go someplace every weekend of every month. I mean, if you don't watch television or you don't figure out what's going to happen this weekend, you can have a picnic, you can have a dance party, you can have a celebration, you can have an organization. It's not like you don't have anything to do in Vegas. And people who come to Vegas, I've heard it in the past, and I was there when one of our Filipino residents now, he had heard about Bernie Bernito, and he made it a point as soon as he would come to Vegas, he would look up Bernie Bernito. Well, you could Google Bernie, and there he is. To say, is there like a function or something I could go to? And before you knew it, when he came to the function, we were standing online at the buffet, and he says to me, he turns to me, and he says, hi. He says, this is really nice. He says, I'm looking for a man named Bernie. I said, Bernie Bernito? He says, yeah. He says, yes, he's my partner. He's right over there. So, having the calendar lets people, when they come here to Vegas, get into the community immediately.
Yeah. Just like recently, these people, it's a group of people from different states, and they contacted Agnes Hegley of Utah.
Oh, Agnes, yeah.
And they want to hold their World Elite with a book launching and awards night in Las Vegas. And the first thing that Agnes thought is myself, me.
Of course.
So they were looking for a place where they can hold this event and all that. So, of course, I referred them to Jennifer, which Jennifer accommodated them so well, and they were so thankful. They're so thankful about getting into Las Vegas area. And it will, of course, it will help our economy because these people are from out of state.
Right.
So they will be holding the event here. And me and Connie will be attending. And some of the, I think some of our people from other organizations will be attending too because Agnes Hegley invited them. So that's one of the examples wherein, when you have contacts, and people, it's easy access. Mm-hmm. You can have an easy access to it, and then it's not hard for them to find one. And they're really thankful about it, and they were so eager to meet me in person. That's why they're going to come me, to compliment me with their event. So, yeah.
That story is not just, just in that one incident. That is a constant story that comes from Bernie because people he's the man who knows. It's always some person, even if you were in a small village, it's like the man to go to would be Bernie. And the reputation that Bernie has created over the years, they know that this is someone who's stable. This is not someone who's going to double talk them. They feel secure that this person who they've never met before is going to help them and assist them. Because Bernie also helps them, people who are starting a business. He's able to tune into the right licensing. He knows the ropes. Let's put it this way. If there was a Don, a Filipino Don, it would be Bernie.
Thank you for that. We're always here to help. Yeah, I mean, our mission here and our purpose, our goal is to help each other, to help people who are in need, actually, whether be in legal issues, medical issues, political, we can help them. We can help them out. Because we have this, we have friends all around.
And Bernie is also in charge of bringing in the embassy here to for people so they don't have to go to LA or some other San Francisco, California. He brings them here. Talk about that, Bernie, because people may not know that you do this, the outreach.
Yes, for those people who doesn't know about about the consular outreach, the Philippine consulate do things outside their realm, their territory, to come out here and extend their office in order to help our people, especially people from southern Nevada. Because the northern Nevada is the territorial place of San Francisco consulate. So in this southern Nevada, the consulate, the Philippine consulate, through me, actually, they come over in order to extend the consular services our people needs, and they don't have to go to LA. And can you imagine, when you go to LA, you need to find parking space, go up there, and then travel for 4 to 5 hours, and then back again, and all that. That's why a lot of people, many of them, is so thankful that consular outreach are being held in Las Vegas. And that is one thing to thank about, and to thank our Philippine consulate here, that they're so kind enough to do this stuff here in Las Vegas.
And that's everything. That's dual citizenship. That's updating records. Everything that they would do if they went to the embassy, the consulate in California, right?
And another good thing is that I am being updated of what's going on. And I share that to the community. I share that to the organizations. I share that to friends, acquaintances, whoever wants to know about what's going on, in the Philippines, about their policies, on that. So it's nice. It's nice to have this kind of information that they receive, rather than second guessing, what's happened, what's going on, and all that. Just like recently that they open up, before they restrict the incoming travelers to the Philippines, only Filipino citizens. So in other words, dual and the Filipino citizens themselves are the only one who can go into the Philippines. And then recently they sent me a notice, that they open up the border, the Philippines port, to all foreigners, and they open up again the balikbayan box wherein the former Filipino citizens could go back home. Well, of course, that includes some of the requirements because of this COVID pandemic. That's why they have to follow suit. And it really helps a lot. That's why the deluge of application for dual, it's so huge that the Philippine consulate here in LA cannot even accommodate them. They are swamped with applications because they want to be a Filipino citizen again through the dual citizenship process, so that they can go back to the Philippines. And it was a relief, when they open up. Start for 7, they can travel back to the Philippines, especially those former Filipinos.
I think we have our guest.
Okay, good.
Wait. I'm going to get my headset. I just get out from the church.
Okay, good.
Oy, please forgive me, okay? Kasi nag-serve ako eh.
I know, we explained that I explained that on the air.
Oh my God. So anyway, pupunta lang ako doon sa may ilaw.
Yeah.
I will be at the church so they can see me. Thank you for your patience, guys, huh?
Yeah, no problem on that.
Oh my God, I'll see.
Can see you, and you keep on moving. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh my God, please forgive me.
I haven't seen you in so long, Marlon. It's good to see you any way we can.
Yes, I really appreciate it. I really do, guys. Appreciate you guys for your patience, please.
For those who may be tuning in, our guest tonight is Marlon Multo, and it's brought to you by the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide.
Oh, it's okay. I'm not going to use my.
You got your internet?
Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
Okay. Marlon, we've been talking about you, about your presidency. Is this your second term with the Bicolnan?
Oh my God.
Or your third term?
Again, second term, yeah. For the 3 times.
Bernie said that you're probably the lifetime, like in our concert, Friends for Life. You're going to be president of the
President for life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be president for life of the big.
I know. I'm trying to give everybody a chance. You know that, but sometimes you just notice that your membership is diminishing. I said, no, come back. So, but anyway, I guess. But hopefully it's not a lifetime. But people still can do the service to serve. Being a president.
You're so recognized with being the president of the Bicolnan. And don't forget, once this virus is contained, everyone is going to want to start reaching out and being part, because we have been so isolated from each other, and we're such a tactile community, hugging and kissing, dancing, meeting people. And so I think your membership will be increasing.
Oh, I don't mind about this, the membership. Never. It's like, I don't afraid. Do not be afraid. Everything is going to be, we're going to go through with this pandemic. No, it's there. It's already, the door is already open.
Yeah.
Well, just the other thing too, we were talking about your ability to give us some information, because in the daytime, you are a tax consultant.
Oh, yes, please. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, PHLV. Thank you, Mr. Bernie. Thank you, my friend for life, Loni, for giving me this opportunity to do my, of course, I'm going to have my own office now. And it's going to be the same place, at Desert in corner of Valley View and Desert Inn Road. And the name of the now is Quick Enterprises LLC Tax Services. And I will be administrator now of this company.
So say that again. Quick
Enterprises LLC Tax Services.
Okay.
And then Valley View and
Desert Inn Road, Suite 108. Yeah, it's the same location. I just moved. I downsized my office now because it's but it's still on the same area. I just moved on a small space.
Okay. Well, that's good. Actually, the space is not much to consider, but the service, that you're doing with the taxpayers, how you can prepare the tax. That's the most important thing here.
Yes. I can prepare their taxes continually. Yeah. And well, for my for the listeners, come visit me. And you know what? I do encourage people now. I'm more giving attention now by appointments, by doing the emails, e-fax, and the following, you don't have to come to the office and do the line and wait for an hour, 2 hours. Now, no more waiting. All you have to do just by appointment, or drop off your documents, and then the following day call you, and this is what we prepared, and then all you have to do just come to the office, sign, and pay the fee, preparation fee, and that's it. You leave.
Oh, that's nice. Nice.
Yeah, that's my new concept now.
very good. And in between, you'll sing to them.
Of course, all the time.
For those who don't know, this is legitimate. Marlon is a fantastic singer, and we like I said, friends for life. Marlon and I go at least back 15 years when I first met him. I was thinking about when I first met you, and how multi-talented you are in the arts. And taxes is not a game. You have to know your math in that.
As a matter of fact, you have to finish at least 30 hours of continuation education, and which I'm doing right now. And because we have a deadline after December 30th, finish. You have to pass the examination for the continuation education. Yes.
So I know are you the floor manager in the casino in the Golden Nugget?
Oh, I'm a dual rate. I'm a supervisor floor and still dealing. I call myself a dual, a dual personality. No, my dual, my dual service. Doing supervisor, being a supervisor on the floor, table games, and dealing on the other day. Yeah.
I have never met a Filipino person in our community that is not just one syllable. I was just elaborating on that, you not only being talented as a businessman, the tax preparation, an entertainer, a DJ, a community leader. It must be in the blood, because every Filipino I meet, they have about 20 business cards at all times, because they are talented that way. God gave our people all these talents.
Right. To God be the glory all the time. As a matter of fact, we're doing the Simbang Gabi now. I'm taking this opportunity also to invite everyone, and this is our third novena night here at St. Bridget Catholic Church. You know, the Filipino traditional, we call it Simbang Gabi, and this is our third now. As a matter of fact, I just left out from inside the church just to have this. I cannot say no, and thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yes.
Loni and Mr. B. I call him Mr. B, the guy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernito.
Thank you for that. So, Marlon, if you can explain a little bit further on this, the what you call that, the standard deductions. Do you know how much is it for a couple and for singles? Without without
the raise up to usually 6,000 for the single. Now the raise up for the standard for up to 12,000, and then the couple 24,000 annually income. Okay, and just remember this. Just remember this, because of the new COVID, this 2020, because we are affected by the pandemic. Don't think that those unemployment, is taxable. Especially the $600 that we receive from the government, that's taxable. So by the time you are going to file, even though you didn't make any income, still you're going to receive your W-2s from January to March, or whatever that you in work. You're still receiving W-2s plus the unemployment from the DETR.
Oh, I see. So everything that you receive practically are taxable.
Taxable.
Yes, they are taxable. Yeah. Yes.
Very.
Because I was giving away flyers today, and then said, "Oh, I'm not going to file taxes because we're not supposed to file taxes because we are just on the underemployment." I said, "No, sir, you're wrong. All those unemployment that you receive, it's taxable."
So they need to file income tax.
Yes,
Because it's considered an income.
yes,
Your bills.
yes,
So you have to be taxed on that.
yes.
What phone number can they use to reach you, Marlon, if they want to set up an appointment, more information?
I have the telephone number. My cell phone is 702-801-0958. Or if you have a Facebook account, you can follow me on my account, Marlon Multo. Search my name, and I'm from time to time now I'm posting my flyers there.
Oh, good.
And,
Marlon Multo, yes.
Yes, so you can follow me there, and all the information there, what the business I'm doing is there for explanation. If you have any questions, just message me or text me. Thank you so much.
You know what I just remembered, because I had seen you do this and I was amazed, thinking this man has been blessed with so much talent. He is also a dance instructor. I've seen you do the dance.
You know what? I am, Loni, I am so thankful to God. I am so grateful. I mean, thank you for all these blessings, for all this that He given to me, and I share it. I'm sharing it to everybody. You know, I love doing this, and make my life more colorful. If I see people
Happy.
Yes.
I will share a moment with our audience. Well, a few years ago, quite a few years ago, Marlon and I were hosting the, was it the Philippine Times event?
Yes.
And
We are on different venues, big and crowd everywhere, with Miss Loni and Andal.
we had so much fun. And the thing is, it never rains in Las Vegas. It rained for 3 days. I was working in a raincoat and boots, but we had so much fun.
It was.
Nolan, we had a great time.
Yeah,
Yes,
and I remember also when you guys, the two of you, have a concert where it's a full house, you know.
Yeah, Kathy.
Thank you. I hope we can do it again.
God being, you know, the man that He is, yes, we will have.
now that I'm full again. yes, my friend for life. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm ready again, and I'm so thankful. I mean, all those for the past many years, a lot of challenges about my health, but I am so thankful because that's why I'm.
Yeah, just everything will be okay as long as you have faith in God. That's what it is.
Thank you so much. Oh wow, I am so blessed to know you. I am so blessed to know you guys, both of you, come into my life, and you've been part of my life. And serving the community is really amazed me that, you know, all those my energy, my spirit is high, and you guys are my mentor. I always I have a high regards to you guys, and thank you.
So you're on a mission, and your missions are not done, because every year you add something more to do for the community, something more that sings the praise of your Lord. So I know you're out there and you are blessed, and the more you do, you get blessed even more so. Your son is here now, and his son is such a delightful young man.
Thank you.
Right. I was like, oh my gosh, he's the most gorgeous young man I've seen. And I said, you sure this is your son?
So, but yeah. Well, actually, he's the one who gave my added spice, life, you know, my energy when my son arrived, and we're living together.
I know.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So,
Family. Now I can see. I can tell now I have a family in Vegas, and because of all through the years, you guys are my family. Although until now, but it's more love when my son arrived. Yeah.
yes.
Well, he's your legacy. He is your legacy, and everything you do puts a blessing on him as well.
Thank you.
Watch out for him and keep him safe.
He's doing good. so proud of him. Yeah.
He probably is amazed at your strength and your vitality with all the things you do, your business, community, personal. I mean, that's a good role model for a young man to see that, you know, he has a father who is involved in life.
Thank you.
So, let's talk briefly about what's going on in Bicol right now. You know, I admire Marlon because at the very first start of that devastation, you know, the storm that hit your area, you were the first one to come up with something, you know, to help out your kababayan there, our kababayan, our Bicolanos.
Oh, yeah.
So, how is it there now?
Still, you know, Filipinos are very ingenious, you know, and then after the life of storm, although they're trying to recover, but through our help, I mean, you know, I am so thankful. I am so grateful to have you guys, the community leaders that really took care and helped out, reach out through my Bicol Noon Association of Las Vegas. And through your kindness and generosity, we delivered our relief in different towns of Albay that really affected. The first one was Super Typhoon Rolly, and then after 5 days, it's back to back by Typhoon Ulysses.
Yes.
Can you imagine that? And for so many years, for more than 10 years, Bicol region never affected by this typhoon. But this year, pandemic, Super Typhoon, everything is really devastated by this crisis. But so far, and also I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Philippine American Charity Foundation, led by Luz Malo. And also I would like to extend my thanks to Mindeloy for the help that, for your kindness that I received, for the support, your unselfish support. And I continually, I am done in Albay, Ginubatan, my hand is shaking, I'm sorry. My Ginubatan, Daraga, and in 3 towns in the really affected by this typhoon, and also in Camarines Sur. And unfortunately, in Camarines Sur, most affected was the living in coastal areas. Coastal areas that really, they're washed out, no home, they're, down by this typhoon. And as you can see, my report in the community, it's there. And now I'm doing to do my next week. I'm going to do Dait Camarines Norte.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. That's a great job that you're doing, Marlon. Helping out, extending the hope that's to those people who are really needing help. And that's what we should do. Being here in America, we are blessed.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not in this kind of crisis, although we have this pandemic, but unlike the people there that were devastated by different kinds of storm, pandemic, COVID, and earthquakes sometimes, That's why we're really thankful. We're really thankful to God that, we have this kind of life that we're enjoying.
Yes. Thank you. I really do. And also, I would like to acknowledge the members of my Bicol Association that really started. Of course, the charity begins at home. So they really step up, and then followed by these community leaders, you guys, individual. I keep receiving checks that really, I am so amazed and so thankful for the trust that you're giving to me. And, I'm very transparent of my projects. And thank you guys for all the supports that you're giving. Really. The word is not enough. And one of the blessed, again, that received this relief is my hometown. Because I came from the coastal area, so I know what it is. I know what life is. Yes.
And I would like to take this opportunity also to thank Dr. Fabino, who is spearheaded, one of the
that's right.
fundraising effort that we have through the PACF headed by Luz Micabalo. And of course, we help a lot of people with this kind of, fundraising that we have, the efforts that the community has been doing a lot. So anyway, Marlon, say something about your business and what you can do to them and all that. So tell them also your number, your address. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, please, to all the listeners of PHLV, thank you for their continuous support for the PHLV. Of course, we love our own. Well, in regards to my services, I'm a certified and approved by IRS. I'm a certified tax preparer, and my telephone number is 702-801-0958, or that's my cell phone, or at my office as 702-221-0080. Or you can contact me at my Facebook account, once again, Marlon Multo. Please add me on your Facebook.
Okay, and don't forget, and the most important thing also, don't forget to put your your business into our directory.
Yes, I'm ready now. I'm ready. I have the materials ready for you, Mr. B. Yes. I can email it to you now. Now that I finished all the materials now,
Great.
I can, yeah.
It's a way to help out your business also, by exposing
thank you.
our community and all that. Not necessarily on the financial aspect of our directory, but helping all the businesses, the small businesses that we have in Las Vegas. And
It's just
right? So,
the continuity of our advertisers show the community that they are not in business for 30 days. They are in business for life. And
For life.
I always use that, Marlon, because I thought that was so endearing when the concert was called Friends for Life, and we've lived it. We really have lived that theme. So I just want to remind people you're listening to not only PHLV, our associate, our Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide can be reached at any Facebook. We are there as Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide if you need more information. And we are located at 4550 West Oakey. If you want to find out where our advertisement is, just pick up any Seafood City directory area. You will find our booklet there, and you will be able to get it, the information, and become one of our advertisers, because we're here to promote the Filipino community. The larger circle we create with our advertisers, the more security it is for all our business people in the community and all our leaders and our lovely people such as Mr. Bernito, who we couldn't do it without, and Gilbert, wherever you are in the dark, because he had a blackout at his office. So he is in the dark, probably with a little candle, and people like Johan at PHLV is the man. He is the most productive, most creative person I've met in a long time. And my friends, Marlon Multo, my dear friend, I will tell the audience one sweet thing about Marlon. He is the only person I know that could sleep and eat food at the same time. You know that, Marlon. You know that.
I love you all. I love you. Mr. B, thank you.
Well, say goodbye to our digital viewers, and thank you, Marlon, so much for coming over.
Thank you.
Thank you, Johan.
Thank you.
On behalf of myself, Loni Andal, Bernie Bernito, Gilbert Glorioso, and Mr. Johan, good night, stay safe, have a great holiday. See you next time.
Thank you. Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you.
From your PHLV radio family, Merry Christmas and all the best in the coming year.
Merry Christmas from your friends at PHLV Radio.